Brian Moser was a kind-hearted prosthetic surgeon. Ever since he was a kid, he loved only one thing in this world: his little brother, Dexter. But their mother, Laura Moser, was a drug addict who constantly abused them. Anytime they refused to eat dinner, she would lock them up in shipping containers and hire mafia bosses to threaten them into eating. One night, when locked up in the container, Brian had enough and slimed his mother out. Terrified, Brian ran. And somehow, he survived. Years passed. Brian grew up to be a respectable prosthetic expert, dedicating his life to helping trauma victims walk again and heal from their pain. But not a day went by where he didn't think about Dexter. Eventually, Brian gathered the courage to return, only to find out Dexter was adopted by the Morgans, another abusive household. Different faces, same cruelty. Brian tried everything, but Dexter had been completely brainwashed. To Dexter, Brian wasn't his brother anymore. He was a stranger. One night, Dexter refused to eat dinner because his stomach hurt. Deborah Morgan, another drug addict, raged at Dexter, ready to drag him into another shipping container. Brian burst in, wrapping his arms around her neck in an act to protect his little brother Dexter. She went limp, and in that moment, Dexter looked at Brian with pure hatred. Dexter picked up Deborah's old syringe and plunged it into Brian's neck. As Brian collapsed, Dexter tied him down. Without any remorse, Dexter killed his own brother. Soon after, the case was ruled self-defense. Dexter returned to the abusive Morgans, and Brian Moser was erased. All Brian wanted was to save his little brother. Once again, the world rewarded the abusers. In his final moments, Brian thought, "Will my little brother ever be free? Oh God, if you really exist, throw me in hell. I'll pay for his sins too. Let Dexter attain heaven. My brother is innocent."